Hey Academy Answers Morning, welcome to the podcast, and this is our Sunday version where we step back a bit and try to come up with something to give to our audience that will take them out of the routine run that they have had all week and probably jolt them to rethink, to rewrite their goals, to look back into themselves, to think again. Because as Samuel Jackson said, that we often need to be reminded more than we need to be instructed. Come on, we all know how this thing works. There is how many billions of dollars been spent every year for solutions and processes and remedies and workouts and methods to lose weight. But the same old principle has been there all along. Move more, eat less of this type of food, eat less of that type of food, do more physical activities. There's no new secret, new trick, no new hack. It doesn't matter what, all boils back down to the same thing for the most part. The fundamentals never change. They've managed to tweak it and market it a little bit. So we understand and we know that just like success leaves clues. We know the things that cause people to be successful. And if you look at it deep down, there are a set of things, a set of consistent things that the people who are successful do, and there are a set of consistent things that the people who are unsuccessful do. The way they live their life, the lifestyles, the habits, what they do with their time, and what they do with their money. And it doesn't matter where you go, it is the same thing. And the big aha moment here is that it is not that one set of people is incapable of doing one set of things, is that one set of people does not bring themselves or make themselves do the other thing. They have not formed the habits, they have not developed the mindset, they have not built the skills. And that's what we are talking about this week. We're talking about one of the great separators between successful people and unsuccessful people, because a lot of times we get pulled into the big thing and we don't identify what is underlying all of that. How is sustainable wealth, how is sustainable success, how does that come about? And you want to look at, for example, a person, self-made. There are more self-made millionaires than there are people who inherit stuff. There are, I think, up to almost 90%, 87% of all millionaires actually are self-made millionaires. They have made themselves rich. They have taken themselves from nothing to something, from zero to hero. What is one of the great underlying factors that most people are missing? We're out here, we're looking at something we want to do. We want to change our family lives. We want to take the stress out of our lives. We want to get off this 9-to-5 grind, this terrible commute that we have every day, this hassle, this can't afford to pay our bills, this paycheck to paycheck life. We want to do that. But we are saying to the market, and I'll get exactly to what's going on in terms of what is that thing that is overlooked. We're saying to the market, give us money, give us this lifestyle, give us these resources, but we don't have what it takes to command these resources from the marketplace. And that thing that you, I, and everybody who wants to be successful have to look into, and I talk about this all the time in different ways and different forms so I can really bring it home, and it is mastery. Skill mastery. You have to master a valuable skill. If you have a restaurant and you want somebody to come and work there and serve drinks to the people, you could get anybody to come and do that. It's a low-level skill, entry-level skill, for want of a better word, and that's what it is, an entry-level skill. You could get anybody and teach them in 2 minutes how to serve drinks. It doesn't require much. It doesn't require much training. It doesn't require much thought. It's mundane and it's a low entry level skill that people pay almost next to nothing for. Minimum wage you get. If you want a surgeon to do a heart transplant, then we get into the game. So we're comparing two skill sets. One person has the skill to transplant a human heart, the other person can pour some drink in a cup and take it to a table. The person with the most valuable, important skill, because if you want a glass of water, you could pour it yourself. You could pour your drink yourself, but you cannot transplant your heart yourself. The person with the most important and the most valuable skill that solves the bigger problem is the person that gets paid the bigger money. If you can solve a bigger problem at a high competence level, that's when you can command a higher price from the market, and that's when you can get to a faster and higher level of success. So it is skills that pay bills. It is your skill set and how well you can organize a system around your skill sets to duplicate and market that brand that you have built. So here's this electrician, for example, super awesome electrician, fix anything, can do anything, do it well. What happened to him if he's trying to build well? He starts to sell time for money if he is working on his own. That is not scalable because there's 24 hours in a day, it's only one guy. If he's able to set up a business, train other guys to a certain level of competence, acceptable, reasonable level of competence, then his brand can be in 7 places, 20 places, 100 places at the same time. That is scalable. Then he can multiply 10x the amount of revenue he makes in an hour. If he keep doing that well, and he set up an establishment, brand it, get well known, become known for quality work, which are also skill sets, setting up a business, find the right people to build them, getting a team that hone that skill set and can do the whole business aspect of it, set up a full system, then he can have a brand out there. If he has a brand, some other person in the furthest point of the country, 200 miles away, will say to him, I am an electrician too. Can I use your name? And you go through the standards that you want me to hold and use your name, and I pay you X for using your name, just your name. I do the work, I put up the capital, everything, and I use just your name. There we get to another level because now he's franchising the brand that he has built. You cannot franchise any and any old thing. Nobody's going to buy your name or choose, you cannot set up a franchise to sell a name that is not well known. Nobody's going to do it. Why would somebody pay you if your name is not going to bring them value or make customers walk in the door? So you see how skill sets stack up. That's what McDonald's has done. They have made this brand. They have found a system that works. They have marketed it well. They have people looking forward to it. They've become a household name. And now someone will say, hey, I'll pay you $100,000 for you to give me your standards and to use your name a year. It all started with skills. You being able to use your skills to either raise the money, to build systems, to make marketing plans, to make branding campaigns, to get yourself to the level where you are highly paid and highly valued. So what I'm trying to impart, what I'm trying to bring to you today is for you to look into yourself. What level of competence are you in your area, in the vehicle that you plan to use to get to your success? How are you going to do it? How competent, how skilled are you in that area? Are you among the best? And if you're among the best, do you have the best strategy to come out of obscurity? Because there's no use being the best plumber and only the people that you serve, the small market share that you have, knows. It will take a very long time. How do you find a way and a method to build a system to get out there to other customers to show them your awesomeness so it can actually mushroom up into a brand? How well are you branding yourself? How well are you putting your work out there and becoming better and building a team and a system? All successes, all sustainable successes are built on teams and system. It's not a one-man show. If you are a great cook and you are cooking so awesome and you have this restaurant and you are lousy with your team and you don't know anything about management and you're not building your team and you don't know anything about choosing staff and you don't know anything about marketing and presentation and business systems, you will not survive, because some other person will understand all of that and they will beat you to it. Because even if you're somewhere where you're the only one there, pretty soon that person would have spread their wings so well and so far that they will be coming to your town and they'll take your business. And it doesn't matter how well you cook. McDonald's don't make the best burger. KFC doesn't make the best chicken. When brands are powerful, they make consumers do things. They predict you and they know how to get you to like their brand without liking or no, even if you know that it's not the best tasting. That's how it works. So the people who are skilled in all these areas, in the critical areas, are the ones who advance. And the people who actually make it to wealth are the people who bring these skill sets together in a team and a system and scale. So that's what you're looking at. How well are you developing your skills? Are you getting to mastery? 1, and 2, are you building the systems? And 3, are you building the team to get to it? Thank you. Have a good day. Always a pleasure. Have a powerful week. Look at your skill sets this week and start to build on them.